save that person's life. It's our good deed for the day.
Must have been nice. When Zion was friendly enough, folks could make camp wherever they pleased, and not worry about whitelegs and deadly critters.
Yeah. It's a really good point. Like, people come to the Grand Canyon like all the time, right? But for the people living here now, they'd be thinking like, why would anybody ever come here? The monsters, like freaking monsters everywhere. There's just these people just gonna shoot you and kill you. For like no reason. You know? Cueva Guaraque. I think this is another one of the survivalists' caves. So I need to be on the lookout for traps. Not necessarily for us, but for follows, sure.
Gotcha!
What are you shooting at, brother? Our spore plants. I'm surprised these things exist in Zion Valley. I thought they were consequences of the Vault 22 experiment. Which means that there's no way that they should be here unless somebody from Vault 22 came here. Which I don't think is true or possible. No, spore carriers are here. Damn. There we go. Good shooting.
Fighting time. Like the shadow of a ghost.
Just gotta keep shooting sometimes. It's a thing about having a suppressed weapon.
Really be a place where people go into big buildings and give away all their money just to watch someone.
Who's asking about casinos? There's a lot more enemies than I would have expected. Is this one of the survivalist caves? I actually have no idea at this point. Explosives, I'll grab all those. Yeah, no, this is one of his caves, I think. I need an egg timer. What am I gonna do with an egg timer? Let's see his story. So it's over 20 years after his last messages, 2097. January 13th. The coffers are gone finally. All 34 that still lived. Ate their dead for strength. Then struck out southeast. Victory. 10 months of killing. All I feel is cold. They deserve every goddamn bit of it. January 17th. Thought I was dreaming, but the screams were real. For a moment, I thought they'd tricked me, just pretended to leave Zion, then sent a patrol to track me down. But the screams were a woman's. Edged around a corner in a passageway to have a look. One Volta, ankle deep in bear trap. Leveled my SMG, but the way she was crying stopped me. How she screamed when she saw me. Been their boogeyman a long time. Named Sylvie. Claims she ran away from them. Calls them evil people. Children of the devil. Turns out they were sick after all. Something they caught in a vault they lived in. She never came down with it. Yet. So help me. I've wound up being her nurse. January 18th. Her story matches what I learned from my interrogations last year, but according to her, let's just say it was bad enough to be a woman in that group. So when they left, she slipped away. She knows next to nothing about living outside a vault, says she wants to learn. 3 years later. September 9th, never been scared in my life. Canada wasn't scary, just sickening, the criminality of it. The end of the world wasn't scary. When I knew you and Alex were dead, I didn't have anything left to be scared about. I just went on for some reason. I wasn't scared fighting the Volters. It was like I kept daring them to finish me. When I killed them, I think it was the closest I came to feeling happy in years. Sylvie is pregnant and I'm terrified. Ridiculous old man. A father again at 47 in this world? She's so excited and so trusting. Says it's God's will that we have this child, like nothing can go wrong. You see, Char, she doesn't know about you and Alex. Never told her. Almost did sometimes what you and I had. But it seems so wrong to share it. More like an old man not wanting his young wife to know how he failed the one who came before her. Hiking into Tocqueville for medical books and supplies. This will be done right. I'm sorry, Char. Hope you can forgive me. A year later. March 5th. Baby was breech. Would have been a son. Michael. Did my best to turn him. Failed. Must have done cesarean too late. Had to put Sylvie out and she never woke up. Buried them south of the Narrows. Well, this time I was by their side. So much better. I think I can finally do it. Blow my fucking brains out all over this goddamn cave. Jeez. Can't even imagine going through that. Yeah, so we've missed part of his story in a cave that we haven't gone to yet. Oh, we could have just gone through this way. The whole time. Jeez, that must be so sad to lose the person that you're having a child with and the child all at once. I cannot even imagine. God. And yet, he goes on.
Fighting time.
Somehow he keeps going. Oi.
Might as well tickle them with a feather.
Okay, I need a better weapon. Let's try... Right, shotgun. Damn, this thing is freaking strong. I think I forgot just how powerful the riot shotgun is, man.
Feels good to be doing some actual scouting, not just following.
Ah, shit.
Ha!
What's happening? Oh, the Yaoguai... Oh, the gecko is fighting the float flies, I think is what's happening. These green geckos actually do quite a lot of damage. They're very soft, they're squishy, but they do a lot of damage to you if they hit you. Let's head inside. What's this? Ranger station. Oi.
Gotcha! Got him!
Yeah, you got this, follows. That's cute. Teddy bears have cowboy hats. Contaminated medical kit. Sterilize the kit with alcohol. Ah, I need actual alcohol to do that. Okay, well. Oh, there we go. Sterilize it with whiskey. There we go. Black coffee. Nah. I think I really need a coffee right now. Bullets. Bullets are always nice. Bobby pins are always good. I don't need my gun right now. Bullets. No, I made the teddy bears fall over. Jeez, they've just got like all sorts of wildlife here. They got scorpions, ants, yaguais, geckos. All sorts. All creatures great and small. General store. Hey, Mochi. What's your favorite fish and chips combination? What do you mean by that? Like, do I have anything else with my fish and chips? Is that what you're asking? They're a combination of both fish and chips.
The spitter plants and the green monster
Probably
men
chips.
aren't
I
native
always
to
say
Zion.
like wedges or curly
Wonder
fries are
where
probably
they
my
came
favorite
from.
type of quote-unquote chips. Fish? Salmon is probably my favorite fish. Hopefully that answers your question. But hopefully you're doing well, Mochi. Just exploring Zion Valley today. List. Agent. Arena. Shipping problems. Who's running this shipping company? 3 crates of Dinky the dinosaurs. They're supposed to go to some tourist trap in Nevada. How the hell did they end up here? Yeah, we know where they were meant to go. You just think saying chips is funny? Fair enough. I mean, are you from... If you're from the States, you'd be used to calling them fries, right? I mean, in Australia, we've got, like, the... I don't know whether it's the best or the worst of both worlds. We call... Because in America, hot potato chips are called fries, and regular chips are called chips, right? Like the packet of chips. Or are they called crisps as well? No, that's a UK thing, right? In the UK, they call the cold packet ones crisps, and hot ones chips. Here, we call both of them chips. Just to be extra confusing. So technically, if you're saying you want fish and chips, you could have, like, salt and vinegar chips or whatever. I'm not a salt and vinegar fan, actually. It's not my favorite flavor. I don't know, I think it's the vinegar sort of flavor I'm not really a big fan of. I think now I have to deliver all this stuff, right? I have to give it to Daniel. has a flame sword. Why do I feel so slow? I'm not slow. I like the horse. Irax. Shish kebab, that's what it's called. Definitely enjoy the stream, Mochi. It's been a while, I think, since I've seen you at the stream. So hopefully you're doing alright. Yeah, the chips and chips debate is always an interesting one. But yeah, in Australia, adding on to the fish and chips discourse, now that we've started on it, there's these, there's a dish that people often have with fish and chips. It's basically a flat disc of potato, basically breaded. Oh no, it's battered, sorry. It's covered in batter, and it's deep fried. It's called, well, it depends where you're from, what they call it. Where I'm from, we call them potato cakes. In other states, they call them potato scallops or potato fritters. So it's one of those things where it's a good way to tell where somebody's from in Australia if you ask them, what do you call this? And you show them a picture of a potato cake. This looks like the perfect place for a trap. There's something here. I don't know, maybe. Yeah, so I call them potato cakes. Whereas if I was to ask my friend Rem, you know, who I stream with on occasion, he would call it something else. Just one of those things. There you go. Let's get the next section of the survivalist story. 2108. I think this is the direct follow-on from the last one. August 22nd. 10 sets of tracks half a mile northeast of the canyon entrance. Barefoot. August 23rd. Saw them through scope. Corpses walking around. Ah, ghouls. Finally gone crazy. Dementia, maybe. August 24th. I'm not crazy. They're real. Damn it, they are real. Rushed me the moment they saw me, snarling like animals. They look like corpses but don't smell rotted. I'll be putting them out of their misery, doing for them what I could never do for myself. September 3rd, the last of them, all gone. 5 years later. February 5th, happy birthday to me, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, you useless old dinosaur, happy birthday to me. Happy 60th, what do you get a man who has everything? A bottle of whiskey and a 12-gauge slug through the roof of the mouth. Ooh. Come now, what do I have to do to prove to myself that I've lived enough? I'm a shriveled old man, white beard, seen enough sunrises and sunsets. Saw the big sunset. Been hanging on through the long nights 36 years now. Ridiculous. Not kidding myself into thinking there's anything on the other side of this. Fine. Things weren't so bad before I was born. Char and Alex, Sylvie and Michael who could have been. Thoughts of my beloved before dying. Goodbye, Zion. February 6th. Effing didn't do it. Coward as usual. Maybe 2 bottles next year. 10 years later. April 25th. 24 of them. Half boys, half girls. Youngest is 8 maybe. Oldest 13 to 14. Dirty and scrawny. Been on foot a long time. Children's crusade. Struck camp on nearly the same spot as Los Mexicanos. 30 years and a lifetime ago. I spent 2 nights listening to them. English, literate. One of them reads stories while the little ones fall asleep. They escaped some place called the school, but can't figure out where it was. When they want a little one to behave, they tell them to stop or the principal will get you. Principal better not show or I'll blow his head off. I can still shoot straight. Interesting. It's
The spitter plants and the green monster men aren't native to Zion. Wonder where they came from.
I think at some point I've read all of the survivalist story, but it's been years, so there's definitely some interesting stuff here, like the school. Like, this something that's never been mentioned in Fallout that I'm aware of. The principal will get you. I mean, it sounds like a cult or something, right? Yeah, well, we found half of his stashes. I mean, at this point, he's 70 years old as of this entry. I think it does give us all the entries, right? Yeah. So it gives us all the entries. Some of them will end up being out of order. Because I think we missed one in between the first set and the last set that we got. And I think this one is the second last. Yeah, it's crazy that for 36 years this guy had been hanging on, even though the whole time he just wanted to die. But part of him decided to keep living. It must take like a special kind of strength to keep going after everything's fallen apart if you're on your own. I don't know if I've got that kind of strength. Let's head towards the Sorrow's camp. Yeah, basically he's just been going from cave to cave hiding out for months or years at a time. Yeah, but for all his talk of wanting to die, he certainly isn't acting like a man who wants to die, right? What do I mean by that? Hey Azure, how are you? Yeah, for all of his talk about wanting to die, the fact is, like, he stayed in a cave for months, waiting for radiation to die down, drinking whatever water he had. It sounded like he was drinking his own sweat, too. That definitely does not strike me as, like, the testimony of a man who wants to die. Sounds like the story of a man who wants so desperately to live more than anything. I don't know, maybe he just wants to see a purpose for it all. You're just existing. Sometimes that's all you can do, and you know what? There's nothing wrong with that. How am I? I'm doing pretty well. I'm playing the second DLC here. And we've mainly been focusing on getting the story of... Yeah, this is the Burning Man's DLC, yes. We did meet him before. We'll have a lot more to do with him probably a bit later. Yeah, this DLC is... my perspective is starting to change on it. I've long held this was the weakest...
all their money just to watch someone flip paper squares on a table.
I've long held that this one was like the weakest of the New Vegas DLCs, but I'm not so sure anymore. I can't shoot this ant because he's underwater. Yeah, the Burning Man is an awesome character. Is there another cave up here? No, not a cave. See, we're looking for the caves with like the white handprints on the outside. Ugh. Ay. Sugar, I'm about to die. I just missed all my shots. I'm dead. Damn, these green geckos are like something else. I didn't really want to shoot that mole rat, but he kind of was looking straight at me. Let's explore a little more before we head back that way. It is nice that the game autosaves after... before you fast travel. Court for
Overlook. What do you suppose that means?
Oi, 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 oi. Good headshot. Alright, kebab. What does shish kebab mean? Like, I know what a kebab is, but what does shish mean in this context? Does it mean, like, flaming? Fire? Something like that? Because I know shisha is, like, something that you smoke, right? So it makes sense if it meant something to do with fire. All stacked cans. Yeah, having Follows Chalk with you is actually really good. He helps you find so many different locations. Ooh, gun case, very hard. Locksmith's Reader. I really should just invest the points to get up to 100 Locksmith. Even though it is a bit of a waste, because I could get skill books and stuff. Just a hunting rifle, huh? That was totally not worth it. Bighorn Bluff.
Like the shadow of a...
Reload the rifle. I think on top of that, Shesha is like some sort of snake deity. I remember it from Shin Megami Tensei Apocalypse. Yeah, I don't know why I'm somebody who's so interested in linguistics.
That's when medicine smells funny.
Oh shit. Nah, I'm not screwing around anymore. We're using the freaking riot shotgun. Oh! Damn, man, this shotgun, what the hell? Oh, that is too funny. The riot shotgun, man, what the hell? Just completely obliterating those geckos. They were giving me so much grief before. The red gate. Okay, let's pump a bunch of points into barter. Yeah, you know what? Let's just finish lockpick. Let's get lockpick up to 100. It's a bit of a waste, but oh well. Burdens of Bear can carry an extra 50 pounds. Computer whiz, tag. Silent running. Knife giver, fast metabolism. Stay back. Ooh. That's kind of interesting. More damage with service rifles, LMGs, grenade rifles. Nah. Toughness. Yeah, shotgun surgeon I think is going to be really good for us. I think we might maybe pivot to like having a shotgun build or something. Yeah, Shotgun Surgeon is going to be really useful in the final DLC. Because there's a lot of situations where you're in very close quarters in that DLC. And the ability to pierce armor, or rather ignore armor, while even using regular rounds is too powerful to ignore. It's a really strong ability.